Alright, Lanta, so today we're going to be checking out the brand new 9th anniversary characters, in this case though, showcasing them at Max Transcendence. I was very fortunate enough to Max Transcend both GREMMY and also Kenpachi in just the 25 steps that I did do on part 1 of the anniversary. And of course, with that, I had to go ahead and Max Transcend them. And right now is the perfect time to showcase them. We can try them out in the new ultra difficult Nightmare Guild quest, and we can also try them out in co-op content. So, of course, with any Max Transcended character, we have level 10 stamina, level 10 attack, level 10 defense, level 10 focus, level 10 SP, and then also the additional 500 extra SP. So, at best performance right now, GREMMY is going to be shown at. The character itself is already ridiculously broken as is, but when you have all these extra stats, yeah, it just gets even better, right? For the sake of the showcase, though, we are going to be using full stamina damage abilities and also long stride for content outside of guild quests. When we take him into guild quests, we're going to be switching that long stride bonus ability to SP. Now, for the build, it's going to be fairly simple. Quincy Cross, Cape Fasten Up, and also a Fortification Pill with Soifon, Aizen, and also Chad as links. Alright then, so for quest number 1, let's just quickly straight jump into co-op Inheritance Trials. Right now, we're still one-shotting fun enough, even though we've not gotten an SP boost, which is kind of crazy to think about. Literally, we just one-shot that entire room, and not once got an SP boost, right? Which, to be fair, is probably expected with this character. It's kind of like back in the olden days, the trying out OP characters in IZ, where you're one-shotting them, you're killing them so quick that you're not even able to get all the hits off, and therefore you can't get the SP boost. But in this case, we are now doing that. Damage numbers are looking obviously very good. And remember, this is kind of the character at its worst, right? Let's go with that. 300k on the EX attack. 300k on the EX attack. Let's go here. SA2 upwards. One-shot the boss, because at this point, we've already given ourselves extra stats. 40% extra attack focus and also defense. And then, boom, let's go here. SA3. Wanted to see the SA3 with nuke there. It didn't, but it was close enough. Someone finishes off, and look at that. Look how quick that was. Look how smooth that was. And, you know, we cleared too quick. I can't even, say it properly. But, this is the character at its worst. And we saw it in Kenpachi too. You know, these characters ideally want to have Killer to have that increased chance to inflict stat elements. But when you have Frenzy +3 and, a 100% Berserker, you'll notice that it probably doesn't matter all too much. And in that case, we got a sub 1 minute clear time in our very first attempt. Super easily done. And this feels nice. I always want to play with, fun technique characters. And technique characters as a whole have been kind of lacking. So GREMMY, as of late, has been my go-to technique character. And it's nice to know right now, if I take him into IT, I'm getting a sub 1 minute, basically guaranteed. But yeah, in that case, 53 seconds for a clear time is actually really, really good. Let's go up here. Let's use that SA3 and then nuke with the 1. If we can try and get faster than 56 seconds, that would be great. In this case, kind of messed the SA2. I need to get used to the SA2, right? Because it's not a distant AoE into a tracking vortex. It's a beam into a tracking vortex. So I'm not entirely used to it as of right now. But I'll get used to it. It's not too bad. Alright, let's just use our Nad strings here. SA2. Or SA1 more so, into the 2. And then as always, let's just nuke with the EX attack. Surprisingly, Ryukin has stayed alive. That's fine. No one nuke with the 3. Look at that. Oh, that felt powerful. And the attack itself visually feels powerful too. So when you have a powerful character with a powerful strong attack visual kit, it just makes the character feel more powerful, if that makes sense. Either way, for our second attempt, I think that was a tad bit slower, but also still going to be pretty fast regardless. I would say maybe 101. Never mind, that was faster. That was somehow faster. I don't think I've ever seen 40 seconds, sub 50. Personally, for me, I think you've been able to do that for a while now with the go-to IT farmers, but either way, 50 seconds is kind of crazy. Next up, though, since we do have the character Max Transcended, let's test out his auto capabilities. GREMMY as a character is setting up to be one of the best auto characters in the game, more so only when he has Killer, because that's when he's going to have his increased chance to inflict stat elements, and also, most importantly, 50% of the time, he will dodge hollow damage. At 1 out of 5, when he doesn't have Killer, I don't think he's going to be nearly as good of an autoer when compared to someone like 8th Anniversary Ichigo, for example, mainly due to the fact that he does lack weakening. But at Max Transcendence, we might be able to brute force our way through it, so to help with that, what we have done is giving him a Hojikuzai accessory, giving us the extra 100% healing effects. We're using the Senkamon Ichigo to get that recharge and also Last Ditch Survival. And then we've also given an additional 100% Last Ditch Survival as a bonus ability, so 200% overall, and that should hopefully allow us to get through this quest with autoing without dying and having to revive. Alright then, so the easiest part of the video, press the auto button, and now we just relax. So what you're going to notice, right, the best part about him is that he does have all melee collision attacks, right? So one thing with 8th Anniversary Ichigo that I didn't like, even though he does probably auto more reliably, is that SA1 isn't good for hitting bosses. And you know, his damage output, while good, isn't the greatest. So you do spend a lot of time, a lot of wasted time, because his strong attack kit, SA1 in particular, isn't as good. With GREMMY, right, I mean, if we use an SA1 from afar, chances are we're going to kill potentially multiple ways, but given how high our damage output actually is. At this point in time, we're not even getting close to hit, and I think we are quite lucky in this particular map that it's quite a linear map, right? All the enemies are in front of us, so having a double beam like this is actually really good because, you know, we're killing them when they're not even on our screen. We're literally about to get into the boss stage without even getting hit once. Although this part might be a bit tricky given the fact that, you'll see there, enemies do spawn in. Lucky for us though, we did use our SA2 and the bosses went down in literally one attack. You'd love to see it. An extra stage, not like it matters. And I'm only now just realizing it, you know, Gremmy's a whole character where he just uses his imagination. He doesn't even do any attacks. My bad, actually flash step there. Oh, hold on. No, never mind. That was close there, but we had strong attacks to spam. But Gremmy's whole character is that he just has his hand in his pockets. My hands are in my pockets right now because I don't need to play. So, all right, come on. Final stage. Unfortunately, you'll notice the character itself doesn't use an EX attack when they are autoing. That kind of does suck. But if we can use our SA2 here, that would be great. Because, yeah, unfortunately, the only time you get caught off guard for auto characters like this is if they decide not to use their strong attacks. And especially if they are positioned terribly. But as you can see there, the final boss went down and nice and easily done. GREMMY himself can auto cope Inheritance Shrouds. Not as reliably as 8th Anniversary Ichigo, but he can do it nonetheless. And if anything, he autos faster than 8th Anniversary Ichigo, so he has that going for him. Next up, let's take it into the ultimate Byakuya epic raid. Currently, right now, again, we do have a 3 times damage output, which is going to be already super overkill. For the sake of the build, we are using the same exact accessories. When it comes to the soul traits, we might as well go with a mixture of like recharge, strong attack damage, and also full stamina. Because I don't think we're going to have to use more than 3 strong attacks. At least one would hope. And then we are also using the 3 Toshiro familiars, giving us 60% Berserker and also 60% more damage at full stamina. So in this case, we might only have to do 1 run because I think it's going to be perfected, right? So we're going to instantly use our Soul Bomb. There we go. Let's use the... Unfortunately, the EX attack didn't do as much damage as I wanted it to, but look at that. So just literally 1 strong attack in phase. I mean, his damage output's high anyway. He could probably do that even during the 50 million epic raid boss when, you know, we get the awakened epic raid for Byakuya. Right now, it's already super overkill. 5-second clear time. Let's see if we can get 4 seconds. And let's see if we can actually do without even moving. So, Soul Bomb. I guess I just moved. That kind of messed it up there, but I mean, it is what it is. There we go. Unfortunately, the SA2 itself didn't actually kill with the initial hit. The Vortex then finished up. But I believe that is a 4 seconds, right? A 4-second clear time. There we go. We don't even need to do any more runs in epic raids. We basically already maxed it. And last but definitely not least, now let's take him into the ultra special 9th anniversary guild quest. Right now, I think the bosses overall combined have like 300 million stamina. And in this case, this is the team that I'm currently using. It's my best team possible. GREMMY, let's actually fix his builds. So we're going to be using a fortification pill, a T-set, and also hollow sticker. Very similar links, recharge, full stamina, strong attack damage. Build is the exact same, full stamina and SP as bonus abilities. This is the build for Shunsui. He is going to be our main normal attack damage dealer. He is currently 1-5, by the way. And then Jushiro is going to be max transcended, also going to be our main damage dealer. I mean, all 3 characters are doing damage, essentially. Now, the idea is that because our damage output's so high, I'm hoping that I don't have to use a character with recharge and full stamina to, you know, stack their boosts. All 3 characters in this team can actually use a boost. So once I realize that the boost has wore off from Jushiro or Shunsui, that's when I'm going to use my boost attack, the EX move, to give us an extra like 15 seconds of a team boost. And hopefully by the time that EX boost wears off, Shunsui and Jushiro can then have their boost ready. Now, the problem that we see with characters like this is that they clear so fast that sometimes we inflict a stat summon on an enemy, and then we inflict another stat summon on the next wave before the SP boost can, you know, come back or, you know, reapply itself. So you'll see here that we already applied an SP boost and now it's gone, and now we kind of have like wasted damage for the most part. Not entirely, but let's use the SA2, then use the SA1. Kind of missed Ichigo there after you got pushed back. No worries though. Let's use our SA3. Going into Kaname, we're then going to use our debuff. That itself obviously does do a lot of damage, and this is where we do a crazy amount of damage here. There we go, and then going into the final boss, Aizen. Let's Soul Bomb into the 3, then 1, and then finish up with the SA2. 25 seconds remaining with the amount of HP these characters have is absolutely insane. Let's try that again, though. Can we get a similar, if not faster, play time? Because I feel like I kind of messed up my strong attack placements. So let's use our 2, then use our 1. Let the normal attack characters do their job. There we go. Let's back down. Hopefully try and take down all the enemies there with the Vortex. The Vortex groups that enemy in. Lovely. Going into Ichigo, let's use our SA3. And then we'll use our debuff on the 4th boss. Right now, the SP boost is looking lovely. Let's use our EX move now. Unfortunately, this is where, again, kind of wasted damage, right? More so due to the fact that we kind of didn't have the SP boost. But to be fair, we still cleared relatively fast. That was like kind of the perfect stage to use the EX attack. And in this case, 28 seconds. That might be my PB. I'm not entirely too sure. But, you know, Gremmy's the guy. We're using an overall good team, but Gremmy making sure to get the job done. And in that case, that was a PB, 28 seconds remaining. Now, because this team is so good, let's actually go ahead and remove the other characters, right? And let's solely look at what Gremmy is doing by himself for what is probably going to be the first ever solo Ultra Nightmare clear with only one character. We've had characters clear Nightmare by themselves. For example, you know, the most recent 1000 Year with Ishin, but I'm not sure if Ishin could clear this quest by himself, assuming he had Killer. Maybe he could, I don't know. Ishin's still great. So this should be fairly simple, but I think the debuff attack is honestly going to be the attack that allows us to actually do this, right? So let's use our SA1 and just basically sit here with our Nat string while we wait. Constantly going to inflict status damage. You'd love to see it. So it took like, what, 17 seconds to clear the first boss? That's honestly not too bad, considering that the first boss is our weakest boss, where we have, you know, least damage against, given that they are a power character. These next bosses should be relatively easy. Might as well use the Vortex here on the final attack. Going into Ichigo. Thus far, that's good. I think I'm going to use my Sobum on the next boss. Not Sobum, sorry. I'm going to use my debuff attack on the next boss. There we go. So let's use our EX now. Dodge that. There we go. Look how fast this is. I can't even look at the damage numbers that we're doing here. But obviously, we're going to be doing a lot. And then going into Aizen, Sobum. SA3. I think I'm seeing like 18 million damage. We lost our SP boost, but that's fine. We have plenty of time left. 5 seconds left, but we have one strong attack remaining. But that's enough to get us through, dealing like 300 plus million damage. I should probably check it. It's on your screen now. That's how much damage we basically dealt in under 1 minute time. Absolutely crazy that this character is able to solo it. Obviously, it has to be with Max Transcendence, but that's what you get when you have Gremmy, the strongest armor on Max Transcendence. But anyway, with that said, that was the video for today. Checking out a Max Transcended 9th anniversary Gremmy. Super grateful to have it on my account, because, you know, sometimes I do showcase characters on other accounts. It's nice to actually have it on my account for once, I will be honest. It's been a while since I've actually Max Transcended a new character on release. But, you know, I had to do it for Kenpachi and Gremmy. It's one of my favorite fights in Season 2. But most importantly, they are 9th anniversary characters, so they're equally as broken as each other. And also, I just got super lucky, right? So sometimes you can't pick and choose who you want to Max Transcend. In this case, though, super cool character. Very powerful character at Max Transcendence. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And see you guys next time. Take care and peace.